Listen, student. So, what are the topic done so far? You know that introduction of the lesson. Introduction means who is the supreme power in our union government. Then, what are the organs of the union government? Organs mean you know that three organs. That is the executive organs. The next one, legislative organ, judiciary. These are three important organs. Executive mean who is the first person came there mean president. The president, you know that he is the first citizen of India. The next one is the chief commander of the India. Chief commander mean armed force like army, navy, and air force. The next legislators, you know that parliament, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. And third organs of the central government, Supreme Court of India, that means judiciary, chief justice and others. Then president. The president, you know that how he is elected. Then what are the qualification? Then next, what are the functions? Function of the president means you know that what are the functions? First one executive powers. Second one legislative power. Third one financial power. Financial means you know the money bill. The money bill can introduce the Lok Sabha with the prayer of the recommendation of the president. That is very very important. Then judicial power, you know that. The next power, military power and diplomatic powers. Then emergency power. Emergency means do you know three important emergencies: national emergency, state emergency, then um, financial emergency. This is the powers and function of the president. The next, what are the privileges? I already explained. Privileges means what are the privileges mean relaxations. Then benefit for the president mean he not answer for the any court because he is the highest position. He is the first citizen of India. This is the privileges of the president. Then vice president. Vice president is he is the second position in our country. What are the qualification? What are the powers? The similar position getting the vice president. If the president is not work in our country due to the sickness or for own interest, he is do the all the work in our country. So what are the qualification of the vice president? Same qualification for vice president as well as president. First, he should be a citizen of India. Second, he must complete the 35 years. The third one, he must not hold any profit of office under the union government, state government or local government. And third one, he should be required for Rajya Sabha member qualification. But the president required for member of the Lok Sabha, but he is different from him. That means he needed a member of the Rajya Sabha qualification. This is the qualification of the president. Okay, what are the questions asked from this topic? First one, what are the organs of the union government? The next, what are the qualification of the president? Then next, and some of the interior questions they will ask. Which article mention about the central government executive, union executives? The next, what kind of the vote to the president? And next, what are the powers? That means name the powers or list out the powers. President, executive power, legislative powers, then military power, diplomatic powers, financial power, like that they will ask him. Sometimes they will ask the question like, what do you mean by national emergency? What do you mean by state emergency? And what do you mean by financial emergency? Which article mentioned the national emergency? And which article mentioned the state emergency? How many times financial emergency introduced or proclaimed in India's, but till so far we are not introduced any financial emergency in our country. And what are the Indian state imposed the president rule? This is the interior question. Sometimes they will ask the question. Then how many of the members supported to removal of the president mean one fourth. This is very very important. In case if you want to remove the president of India from our nation, we must first we want inform to the both houses of the parliament. The parliament members supported to remove the president of India. Only it is possible to remove of the president of India. And what are the privileges of the president mean? You know that he is not answer for the any court for his mistake. So this is the privilege of the president. The next, this is the we are done so far, student. And what are the questions they suppose they will ask? Who was the first president of India? What do you mean by national emergency? What do you mean by state emergency? And who can introduce the financial budget of India in our country? Mean finance minister. Finance minister only can introduce the budget in our country with the prior intimation of the president. Otherwise, we won't introduce the any bill in our countries. Bill meaning masoda. That's very very important. So, student, you won't know that organs of the countries, organs of the central government, president, qualification, power and function of the president, and then election, how we elect the president. What do you mean by electoral college? Electoral college means, once again remember, electoral college means both houses of the member, like parliament members and Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha member and union territory members, that means MLA, MP also, they are elected the president of India. The next, what are the judicial powers passed by the president mean, that sometimes the people have made a mistake, they got a punishment from the three level of the court, finally they are approached to the president. The president can stop the punishment or delay the punishment or give the forgive to the particular person. These are the judicial power. Financial power, already said what do you mean judicial financial power mean money bill can be introduced only in the parliament with the prior intimation of the president. Legislative power mean after the general election the president can inaugurate the parliament and giving the first address of the parliament. This is the legislative power. And executive power in India, highest power, chief judges, chief election commissioner, and SC, ST commissioner, everyone can appointed by the president. So, student, this is the executive powers. Legislative power is and financial power is it. The next emergency is it. What are the privileges of the president? Removal of the president. Everything explained. So you want to note down all the important point. If you have any doubt about this topic, you may ask. The next we are going to see after the classes what are the functions of the vice president and how they elected and how they removal of the president. This is the next class we are going to see. But before go to the next class, you want to remember all the points. What are the topic done so far? What are the questions they will ask? That's very very important, because sometimes they ask the interior question apart from the textual question. For example, what are the one mark asked so far in our textbook mean the constitutional head. Who is the constitutional head? The president. The next question, who is the real executive of the parliament? Prime minister. But the president is not a real executive, just a nominal executive only. The next, who among the following they decide whether bill is money bill or not? Speaker of the Lok Sabha. That is very very important. So, student, again I remember what are the topic done so far. I want once again recall with a line by line. If you have any doubt, please ask to me. I clarify your doubt. The next one, who was the first president of India? Can you say? Honorable Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was the first president of our country. You know that at present moment, who is the president of India? You know that Honorable Mr. Ramnath Kovind. This is where you want to know that how many president we have seen so far. You know that nearly 14 president we have done seen so far. So student, next class I will ask the question from that topic what I done taught so far. Thank you.